field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, easy, 63, bang!
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
In motion left goes Allen. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
No touchdown.
They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Elliott good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's into the hands of Chosen. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Achane on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tua.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or in.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Raheem Mostert, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Dolphins 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Second down, here's Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Hey! Crowd left, Yanni! Hey!
Throwing on second down. Hurts eluding the pressure right.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 73, 73!
From the gun, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
2nd down and a yard. Running right, here's A-Chain.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Tua going to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. Nick has been laying down traps towards the opposite end zone. So,
Frank's through and now a crease. He's still on his feet and finally brought down at the 38.
51 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hurts.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Penny diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
H.A. now up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 7.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with A-Chain. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They run for it. A-Chain. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. In motion comes the tight end left.
73.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So many times. Trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Hey, Silver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Formation for the Eagles.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
49-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think probably you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now Tua. Throw caught by Achane.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Sidney Brown in on the tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 21, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
Touchdown!
Jalen Waddle
from 21 yards away.
And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last. And now off to the races down the right side. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And bulldozing his way through. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Tua going to change the play. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, 25 yards to the house. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but can. They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Frank's throw brought in by Austin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Working out of the gun, Franks. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. And now an audible here into something else.
Silver, ready?
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 42, Dolphins 21.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. Gets around him. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 178 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
It's 2nd and inches.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
73! No touch!
After the penalty, it's Penny. He juked him. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Silver, set.
They'll run with Swift. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
Swift again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, Hurts.
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And Hurts going to move him around.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
63, man.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Swift. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
At the 9-yard line.
Tiger swamp. Hey.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? He
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it, and the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
63, 63, 63.
Throwing is Hurts. Steps away. Fighting through pressure. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Great, set. Crowd left, Yanni.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Flushed out right. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
That's good. Run Eagles. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Crowd left, Yanni. Hey, 73. Crowd left, Yanni.
They go play action with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Brings up second and 1.
Hurts.
Dolphins 9-yard line.
The quick slant cut. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Swift will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally, and as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space, so you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave